Hello YouTubers, how you doing? CJ here. I hope you're keeping well. Okay, so I thought I'd do another video. But before I do, I just want to turn around and give all my subscribers a mega thank you. I now have 7,761 subscribers. Oh my word. Do you know something? I've said it in many of my other videos. I never ever thought my channel would be what it is today. And that's all in thanks to all of you. So from the bottom of my heart, I truly say thank you so much. And I'm so happy. Not only to my new subscribers, but to everybody who's been with me right from the very beginning. And I hope you continue to enjoy. Alright, so I'm actually going to show you some of my vinyl. Some of my Elvis vinyl. Because I've gone through my YouTube videos and I looked at what I've shown you and what I haven't shown you, and I realized that although I did a video the other week regarding my legendary performer vinyl collection after being inspired by Mark at 100% Pure Elvis, which I'm always going to give a little shout out to because I think this channel is fantastic. I thought, what about when I showed you my whole collection? How far did I get up to, and what have I been able to get hold of here and there since? When I checked the last one I did, the last vinyl I showed you was This Is Elvis. I'm thinking I've got quite a few since then I've been able to get hold of. Now I could have sworn, you see, that some of these vinyls I did show you in previous videos, but going back I couldn't have. So I'm going to show you some, and some of them I've only got recently. Now, in my one video, I showed you this vinyl. It's easy for me to get my vinyls because it's right next to me on the shelf. Now, I'm not going to take this one out because I did show you this in one of my other vinyl videos. This is obviously a double album. This contains Elvis in person and Back in Memphis. Now, this is how it... that's basically what you usually see on eBay and so forth. But these albums have also been released on vinyl separately as two separate albums. And sometimes it is nice to get, the different variations. So recently, I got this one very good price. And I've taken out the plastic protector. This is Elvis in person on its own. This is an original first pressing as well from the US. Like I said, I know I was collecting just the UK vinyl, which I completed my goal on that from 1956 all the way up to 1977. There's just a few vinyls that got released after 77 up to around 1990 that I'm going to collect because it is what I had in my collection growing up. And my father stopped collecting around 1990, so everything that he had basically is something I would like to try and get back into my collection. I'm not going to go into I'm not going to go into the information regarding that or the reasons why I'm recollecting, because I've already explained it in previous videos. So this is Elvis in person at the International Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful live album. So that's that. I'd like to get back in Memphis now. I would to go with it, but that's not come up on eBay. Well, it has done, but it's been a silly price. I'm not paying silly prices anymore for vinyl because at the end of the day, there's so many people who think they know what things are worth when really they don't, and they try to get more for certain things. Anyway, now back, I think it was last week or the week before, I think it was, I popped to Cardiff. I was on a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, yeah. About 3 weeks ago. It was the week I was going. Yeah, sorry, 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna say. I went to Kelly's Records in Cardiff indoor market, and every time we pop there, I always have a little look around and see what's Sorry, I've got a belt on I have around my back, and it's pushing everything up. It's because I've got sciatica still, and this is the only thing that's helping me at the moment. So every time we go to Cardiff and we pop into Kelly's Records, I never really expect to, pick anything up as such, because I just browse and thinking, well, I've got all the original albums now, and I always think to myself, well, maybe they could have something there. Now, all the records I'd seen already before previous times, and the guy just so happened that they said, we've just got some Elvis albums in, but we haven't put them out yet. So I was like, right, okay. So he got them out, and it was just the usual repeats, Welcome to My World, the Camden record, Separate Ways, Come On Everybody, Almost in Love. And it was a lot of repeats as well, you know what I mean? And it was like, well, they kind of what's in there, so. And then all of a sudden, the last but one record in the pile was this one here, Pure Gold. Now, I've never seen this here in the UK at any record store. I don't think he quite knew much information about this, because this is an original first pressing, and luckily enough, it was only £10, and I'm like, I cannot leave this there for the tenner. Can't do that. And I thought, I've got to swipe it. So yes, I swiped it, and it's in really good condition too. Really good condition. Now, this only got released in the US. Never got released in the UK. And something that's a first pressing, it is absolutely dynamite. Oh, the bee's the wrong way around there. There we go. Absolutely lovely. So, Pure Gold, that's added into my collection. And this got released in 1975. So, yeah, really happy to have that. Right, so the last one I showed was, this is Elvis. I don't think I've showed you everything in between then. I think, right, okay, so I do remember. No, I didn't. Right, so this is after. This is Elvis. This is the Camden album. This is Return to Sender. Now, it does say about a giant poster inside. And do you know something? Sadly, I don't have the giant poster. No, I don't. Don't have the giant poster, but I'm not too bothered about stuff like that. I mean, if I could get them, yeah, hey, happy days. But I'm just grateful to have them, have the vinyls. It's a good compilation. So there we go. That's that. Please bear with me. And I could have sworn some of these I'd already shown to you, but clearly I couldn't have. So we have here a double album, but this isn't a gatefold. This is Elvis at his best. Again, I could have sworn I'd shown you these as well, but clearly I couldn't have. This on the RCA. RCA Black. I'm going to give these a bit of a wipe over. So, RCA at his best. Elvis at his best. This came out in 1981. And that. Now, in my last video, I remember ending it by saying about some of the vinyl I would like to get hold of. And the one that I mentioned is The Sound of Your Cry. And lo and behold, since that video, I've been able to get hold of The Sound of Your Cry album. I love this album, I gotta be honest. I love the feel of the texture of the cover. Love everything about it. Love the design. Love absolutely everything about it. Love the track listings as well. And obviously on you we've got It's Only Love extended version, Suspicious Minds unreleased stereo version, Angel unreleased stereo version, unreleased US stereo version. What I say, unreleased live. The Sound of Your Cry unreleased full length studio stereo version. Big Uncle Love unreleased live. Side B, you've got Are You Lonesome Tonight, the laughing version from the 25th anniversary box set. You've got Steamroller Blues unreleased live. Don't Cry Daddy, live version from the 25th anniversary box set. Burning Love remix. You Never Walk Alone, unreleased stereo version. Kentucky Rain, live version from the 25th anniversary box set. I don't usually read track listings out, but this album is it's really enjoyable. I mean, I never get tired of putting this on and listening to it. I also have it on CD. I also have an advanced CD copy, which got sent out to the companies when it was actually due to be released on CD. However, it was back, it was late 80s, early 90s, but it was held back and it was changed to Greatest Hits, and it didn't get a UK release either. And it had the same cover, but the track listings was different. And I've also got that version on CD as well. So, and in recent years, they have brought out a bootleg import on a pressed CD as well of this album. So, like a digipack form. So, but no, this album is quite unique. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy listening to it. So the next one is, again, I'm sure I showed this one before, but again, I couldn't have. It Won't Seem Like Christmas Without You. This one, somebody's right over there. I gotta try and get that off with an ink rubber. Christmas album. Lovely, lovely Christmas album, this is. This one came out in 1983. This one came out. Now, on the back here, it does have on side 1, If Every Day Was Like Christmas, unreleased version. And then I'll Be Home on Christmas Day, unreleased version. Then on side 2, you've got Merry Christmas Baby, unreleased complete studio performance. Also, Or Come All Ye Faithful, unreleased version. So I'll be looking forward to listening to this on Christmas time. Sorry. Sometimes hate when the covers are damaged. Some of these going easy and some of them are a pain to get in. Okay, so then we have I Was the One. Remember when I put this on? This was quite enjoyable listening to as well. Lovely compilation. I mean, for someone who's really fussy about compilations. But what the hell? It's Elvis vinyl in it. And it, like I said, I'm just collecting what destroyed in my collection. Okay, and then we have. Now I know I've shown you this album before, but I'm not sure if I've shown this version. This is Elvis Presley, his first album. However, when this first got released in the UK on vinyl, it was under the HMV label. Still had the same cover, but it was on the HMV label. And the track listing was completely different to as it was released in the US. Now, this got released in 1983, and it was the first time for the US track listing to be released, which is why I have this in my collection. So it's a reissue and not a reissue at the same time. So I'm happy for that. I mean, maybe at some point I'll try and see if I can get hold of a US first pressing, and I'll put that at the very start of my collection with my UK one. So they're both together for both variations. But I'm not too bothered about it because obviously this is the first time the US track listing version was released here in the UK. So I'm really happy with that. Oh, that's a legendary performer. I'm not going to show you that because I showed you that on my last video because I did a video on them all. Okay, here's something I recently got hold of. This is a double vinyl called Blue Rhythms. Lovely, 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 lovely vinyl. The only thing for me that I find with this is, to me, it's a bit misleading. I know it happens all the time with covers and artwork, but when I first saw this, even as a kid, I thought, wow, that looks like a cool concert. Because it don't just have the one picture here, but it has these ones here as well. And I just thought that it was a concert. And then when I listened to it, it was all studio recordings, I was like, shoot. So, yeah. But I think it's a cool cover. And so it is a lovely compilation. To the gatefold. I'm only going to show you one of the vinyls because obviously they're both the same. But it's blue vinyl. Which I'm told these are limited or something. And I've played both record 1 and 2. Because whenever I buy a new vinyl, it's got to be played from beginning to end. Even if there's something I'm doing or what have you, I will wait until anything. I'll just sort of stop and play it the first thing I do when I get in. I'll sit down and listen to it from beginning to end. So, now, this next one, this is one called Rare Elvis. Now, there are 3 volumes to these. I've only got volume 1. And I'm trying my hardest to get volume 2 and 3. But it's just, it goes for silly money on eBay. Now, they'll all buy it nows or starting bids, and nobody ever bids for them, that's the thing. And I mean, I've had a few on my watch list, and I've had them listed, because they've been relisted time and time again. And it's like, I'm not paying silly money for them. I mean, not when you know the history behind what they're worth and so forth. And there's a lot of big top-end collectors as well that I actually ask advice from and so forth. So, because not only am I a fan, a true fan of Elvis, I'm also an Elvis collector. So I'd like to get 2 and 3 in this 50th anniversary series, but I'll just wait until they come down in price. I mean, I remember when I was collecting years ago, I actually bought mine for the $5 each, but obviously now they're not going for that price. People are just thinking that they're worth it more because of the age and what have you. I mean, really, you should really look into the history behind them and the so forth. This is on the German black label, as they call it, black and silver. So yeah, and because these are also after Elvis's death as well, that's another reason why I'm not paying out silly money for them. I will get them gradually as I go along. Because I will find them. It's just, perseverance, and it's just, being at the right place at the right time. Um, I mean, whenever I've seen them at a good price, it was way before I got back into collecting vinyl. So, you win some, you lose some. So, Rare Elvis Volume 1. Tell you what, although I saw them for a five each, I saw all three of them once. 1, 2, and 3, and they were £10 each in a shop up in Abergavenny here in South Wales, UK. All three, 1, 2, and 3 for a tenner each. And if I was into collecting vinyl at the time, I would have swiped all three of them because I always had at the time. I didn't even have this one, but I didn't. And I remember going back there, and when I come out of the store, because I didn't exactly have the money on me at the time. However, when I come out of the shop and we were on our way home, and I was explaining it to my wife, she said, "Why didn't you say we could have gone on the card, I'm like, yeah, maybe. And I went there about 2 weeks later, and they'd gone. So, lesson learned. When you see something for a good deal, don't pass it up, take it. And sometimes, see, it's not all about eBay either. I've had a vinyl that comes through this morning, funny enough. And the seller said it was in very good condition and blah, blah, blah. And it's scratched all over. I'm not going to show the vinyl because I'm going to be contacting the seller and saying, well, it's that bad with in some parts. I don't even want to play it on my turntable. I mean, the pictures, when you look at a certain picture from a certain angle, yeah, it looks in nice condition. But when you get it up close, you look at it and you're like, bad listing. For something to say the vinyl itself is in very good condition. So anyway, you win some, you lose some, I guess. So I'll be putting in for a refund for that. The next one is Elvis the Legend. I'm getting some product of Pickwick. Even though it's product of Pickwick on the Camden label. So yeah, I also like to look at my vinyl as well, which is why I like going to the shops and the independent record stores, stores in the indoor market, and back street shops type thing that sells vinyls, even second-hand shops. Again, see, I'm sure I've shown this one. Oh, what's wrong? This is Elvis Sings Country Favorites. I absolutely love this cover. And it's a lovely compilation as well. I enjoyed listening to the compilation. This is on the Reader's Digest music. Lovely, lovely, lovely album. Lovely compilation, lovely cover, lovely sound as well. Do you know what? I'm not sure if this one's been released or put out on CD. I might check it at some point. If it hasn't, I might replicate it and put the CD together myself. Okay. See, again, I'm sure I showed you this one too. Why am I thinking that? This one's I Can Help. And other great hits. Lovely, again, another great compilation album. The German Black Label. I absolutely love certain compilations, and I think again, the whole part of not only being a fan and collector, but it's the artwork as well. Doing this whole part of it. I mean, whenever I'm sitting down and I'm listening to a vinyl, I'm also every now and then looking at the artwork. Now, I've recently just gotten hold of this next one, and I bought a job lot just to get it. Because again, silly money that they go for. But do you know what? I will admit this one is worth it. Obviously, I just couldn't really afford it. But I bought a job lot very, very cheap. and this was included. Now I bought the job lot just for this vinyl, and I am so happy. Always on my mind. I love this artwork. I love what they've done with it. Now this is the first pressing, which is on the German black label. But one thing my father had in his collection that I had when I got given his collection is he also had it in clear vinyl as well. So I would like to keep my eyes open for that at a reasonable price. I've also got this on CD as well. Sometimes they go in easy, sometimes they don't. Again, I'm sure I've shown you this before, but here we go. This is Essential Elvis Volume 1. And this is basically where, this got released in 1986. This is where they put, obviously, the first takes. On vinyl, there are 3 volumes on vinyl. This is the UK. I'm actually selling on eBay at the moment 2 Elvis vinyls, and I'm selling volume 2 of this, but I'm selling the rare red label US pressing of it because I don't need it in my collection. So what's this? It's on there with, I had a double of a Canadian tribute, so I'm selling both of them together. So that's that. Now this was a big release when I was younger, when I was a kid, and when I bought it on cassette. Why I didn't buy it on CD, I don't know. Presley, the all-time greatest hits. I absolutely love this compilation. Holds a lot of memories for me when I was a kid. I'll just show one of the vinyls because they're both the same. Love this compilation. Yep. My chin's good for something, see? Okay. Pick this one up. Again, this was a reasonable price. Only $5. Really chuffed a bits for this one. This is Elvis, the Ultimate Aloha. Yes, the original in a sleeve. The reason why most of my vinyls cost between £5 and £10 is because 9 times out of 10 I like looking at the independent record stores. I don't go on eBay prices. And I don't go on Discogs either. As a collector, I use my brain. Okay, so this is another one that again I'm sure I showed you, but well, there we go. This is basically where I stopped collecting vinyl. You know, up to this point, this was released in 1990, and this is Elvis the Great Performances. It's got the hype sticker there, including first ever recording, My Happiness, and this was this album here. It was the first time that My Happiness got released on anything. I've also got this album too on CD. Obviously, I've got the 4 DVDs. They came out like separate, 1, 2, and 3, like center stage from the waist up and the Man There's Music. but then they've also got the one then that Priscilla is hosting. So there you go. So that's all I'm going to show you at the moment. I would have been showing you another vinyl, but like I said, it came this morning and I'm not happy with it. Again, when you're buying things off eBay, you've got to be careful, and I just wish some of the sellers are more honest, because, like I said, they say that the do you know what? No, I'm not even gonna show you the vinyl. I was gonna take the vinyl out just to show you. Do you know what? Hell with it, I will. I'm not gonna show you what album it is though. I can cover up the label. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it though. They're not gonna come out, are they? Right. Actually, I don't have to cover up the label at all. Look at that. Look at all that. Get them in the light there. I would not say that that's in very good condition. That's bad. And those deep scratches there around near the center, as you can see here, they will damage your needle on your turntable. I would not say. I mean, I've even thought once in a while I'll give it a wipe over, which, just by looking at it, anyone with common sense, anyone with brain cells will be able to, say, well, how can you call that in good condition? Or in very good condition, may I add, because that's what the listing have said. So that's another reason why I don't like buying off places like eBay. So no, I will be contacting the seller. So you've probably seen what album it is, but I'm not going to be showing you the cover. Obviously, the title was on the label. Doesn't really matter, but I'm not going to show you the cover just in case anybody saw the listing. Over there. Because I don't know when my wife comes home, I have to get that sorted out. Right, so so yeah, that's all I got to show you at the moment. I thought I would do this little video update. I've been waiting to do this. There's a few things, like I said, I was hoping that I would be able to collect and basically do like another full review of my Elvis vinyl collection and show you everything in order, which I may do, and it may be me. I may call it my final. So I've already done one saying my final Elvis vinyl collection. But what I might do is do what I call a recap. And that's when I've collected everything that I want to collect on vinyl, put it in this place, and then one day get my table, get everything off the shelf, and I might, because I'd have a lot to do and it'd be a long video, I might do it in stages, like 56 to 1960, 1960 to 1970, 1970, to 72, 73, whatever. I'll probably do it like that. So yeah, that's what I may do. So anyway, whatever you're doing today, I hope that each and every one of you keep safe. And again, to all of you 7,761 subscribers, thank you so much. And I hope that you all keep safe, and I hope that you all keep well. And don't forget to check out my buddy. We haven't spoken to each other yet over the phone or email or anything like that. Hope we do at some point. Hope we meet at some point. But don't forget to check out this channel, and that's Mark at 100% Pure Elvis. Alright, you take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye.